So in this problem, this is number 12. In this problem, we have the issue where we're gonna have a yield, and we have to figure out how much we're gonna make. Okay. So it's again, we're module 6, so basically we're almost always thinking about limiting reagents. Okay. First thing you do. So here's our island. I mean, you don't have to draw an island because it's always an island. But you do have to identify your things. So we have acetic acid. It says this. So this one is acetic acid. Okay. It's going to react with this stuff, isopentyl alcohol, C5H12O. So that's this one. And it's going to make isopentyl acetate, which is this stuff right here. Fragrant substance with the odor of banana. Okay, it's going to make some water also. Doesn't talk about water, so we don't need to worry about it. So the yield from the reaction is 45%. How many grams of isopentyl acetate can be produced? So produced, you know it's a product, so you should know it's this one. But if you have to look it up, come up here, isopentyl acetate, find it. Which one are you talking about? So how many grams of this isopentyl acetate can be produced from the reaction of 3.58 grams acetic acid, okay, and 4.75 grams of the other stuff. Okay, we've done this many, many times, all right? So it's just limiting reagent. We're going to pick the smaller one. But then now we have this yield thing that we need to think about. So let's do the problem and then, oh, dang it. Sorry. Sometimes I mess up and I just can't. Let's do the problem and we'll see where it goes, okay? So we have 3.58 grams. It's acetic acid, so let's call it AA. We've done this one before. Okay, 60.05, I believe, grams of AA and 1 mole of AA. You need to be able to tell it apart. I'm not sure we can do that later, but that's okay. Okay, by our problem, 1 mole of AA. I mean, I can tell them apart because they're red. We have 1 mole of isopentyl acetate, ACE. Let's just call it IACE. Okay? And then for every 1 mole of that stuff, sorry about that, we have 130.2 grams. Acetate. Okay, so that one is 7.58 isopentyl acetate. Okay, now we just do the same thing. Now we're going to do it from the other one. So we have 4.75 grams of isopentyl alcohol. Let's just call that IA. Okay, there's 88.10 grams, I think. I've had a hard time with molecular weights lately. 1 mole of IA. Okay, so 1 mole of IA, 1 mole IACE. And then 1 mole of IACE, there's 130.2 grams of IACE equals. Okay, sorry. I'm not sure where it's at, but we're equals 7.01 grams of IACE. So, again, we compare our numbers. I got all sorts of things going on here. We compare our numbers. This is how we make the smaller one. So we make 7.01 grams. But our yield is only 45%. So how do we deal with that? Well, we're only going to make 45% of this number. We're not going to make we would make 7.01 grams if we made 100% of that number. So since we're not making 100%, we're making 45%. We just take 7.01 grams, isopentyl times 0.45. That's what 45% is. Okay? So when we do that, we get 3.2 grams isopenyl acetate. 2 sig figs. Why? Because 45% has 2 sig figs in it. So we have 2 sig figs. All right. So again, when you approach these problems, identify everything that's given to you, figure out what you need, and then just do it. Just go through the steps and do the problem. They're always the same. Grams to moles to moles to grams. That's typically the step. You start off the island, you get on the island, you do something while you're on the island, and then you get back off the island. That 90% of all the problems we will do follow that pattern. So, good.